throughout. You gotta get a little tired, but you have to find a way to compete at all times. You gotta communicate at all times. You gotta talk to one another. I know some of you all don't know each other, that's fine. Just talk to one another. Help each other out. You guys can come on part of the team, whether it be for a day or for 4 years, whatever the case may be. Get to know that person. Talk with them. Alright? Talk with each other. You guys all need help. Help each other out. Okay? Give yourself some back.
Now you're going to hear from players. Phil and Dennis literally sat in your seats wearing your jerseys that you're wearing. They went through the same process. They felt under-recruited, undervalued, under everything, and they were played with a chip on their shoulders, and they have made unbelievable successes of themselves. It's always great as a coach in New England to see New England guys come through as kids, become prep school guys or high school guys, and then go off to college and do us really proud, and both Phil and Dennis have done that.
I chose Sacred Heart, so I chose to get a scholarship to play in college, to take that over some of the higher academic schools that recruited me and that I could have gone to. And I think there were really 3 factors that went. The first being I really, really love basketball. And, probably starting my sophomore year at high school, everybody said you're too small, you can't play Division I, you can't get a scholarship, you're not good enough. So a big part of it was I wanted to prove everybody wrong. And I wanted to say, hey, not only am I going to get this scholarship, but I'm going to take it because I think once I get there, I can prove people wrong. I can do this. This is what I love to do. And along with that, I kind of always knew I wanted my future to be in basketball. Like when I finished playing, I wanted to coach, and still what I want to do today. So I think had my goal as a kid always been to be a lawyer or to be a doctor or to work on Wall Street, then choosing the scholarship over maybe the higher academic school probably wouldn't have been the path I would have taken. But that was something that came into play for me, and so far, it worked out because I still have a coach, which is good, because sometimes things change in 4 years.
And I kind of went through the same process as Phil, and we took 2 completely different paths, and I truly believe that the decisions we made were what was best for each, ourselves. And each individual is going to have a different path that's right for them. So we were both Connecticut guys, both did a postgrad year at Choate, and had some high academic Division III looks when we got out, some D2 offers, had some low D1 offers, and had to make a decision. And for me, I really looked at it, those 2 main factors. There's the basketball piece. I wasn't going to go somewhere that didn't have a very serious athletic program. Wasn't going to go somewhere that they didn't care about basketball. Wasn't going to go somewhere where I couldn't win. Wasn't going to go somewhere where I couldn't play. But the other side of that was setting myself up for the rest of my life. And at MIT we like to talk about making a 40-year decision, not a 4-year decision. And choosing the Division III level had a lot of consequences, some good, some bad. It allowed me the opportunity to come in and play right away as a freshman and sophomore. Not have to be buried on the bench for the first few years.
So the first thing that we like to do is, we're going to give you an insight as far as how we do what we do, but we're going to obviously keep some of the stuff secret. So one of the things that we do is we want our kids to know their score right away. So we're going to all do this right here. So with the academic index, I'm going to get you within 2 or 3 points of what your academic index actually is. So I'm sure you guys have already heard about the academic index in the Ivy League, yes? Raise your hand if you haven't. I think the whole room has. You haven't? Okay. So the academic index is how the Ivy League does their admission process with student athletes. Okay? That's the easiest way to just capture the whole thing, and then we'll get specific about it. So what you want to do right now is take your GPA and multiply it by 2 and take away the decimal point. Okay? So let's say I'm a perfect student. So I'm a 4.0, multiply my GPA by 2, and take away the decimal point, it's an 80. Okay? Now this is unweighted. So they do not weight your GPA in the Ivy League as far as student athletes. Okay? Continue to take the ACTs, they super score the SATs, and continue to take them. Continue to take them. The other thing that we do is we make sure we know the rosters. If I'm coaching a point guard and Trinity doesn't need a point guard, we have to know that ahead of time. We don't want kids falling in love or visiting a school when there's not a roster spot available. So as far as college matriculation, we need to know the rosters. And by we, I mean the player needs to know the rosters.
So what I'm going to start with is financial aid. Okay, financial aid process. If you don't go to a scholarship school, if you go to a scholarship school as a preferred walk-on, okay, preferred walk-on, you don't have a scholarship. Okay, you have to go through the financial aid process, or you pay the full freight. At a Division III NESCAC school, where a lot of the great academics and institutions like Wesleyan, we talk about financial aid, we talk about need-based. Okay, so you apply for financial aid. Parents, you find out, you talk to the coach, and in the recruiting process, the coach is going to talk to you about financial aid. They're going to say, okay, are you going to apply, you're not going to apply, and you talk to them about it. It is the big. I want to start with the big misconception is, it is need-based. Okay, it's what you fill out the financial aid forms and it come back. How much can the parent pay? Okay, there are no scholarships. There are no academic scholarships at Wesleyan University, or there are very few of the NESCACs, very few of the high academic schools that give academic scholarships. But they do meet full financial need, and that's the big thing. So whatever you are going to qualify for, they do meet full financial need, which is very important. So one big question is, how do you find out what you qualify for? Okay, there's every school in the country. Government has mandated that every school in the country has a calculator on their website. So you can go to each school to the calculator on their website and fill out the calculator. It might take 15, 20 minutes. It could take a little bit longer. But you can fill that out and you get a pretty good idea of what you're going to qualify for. So it's a great starting point for the Ivy Leagues. It's a great starting point for the NESCAC. So you know what you qualify for and then what aid they'll meet. Which again, the Ivy Leagues and NESCAC are meeting full need.
I thought it was a great event put on by Adam Finklestein. I think from the perspective of the basketball, great competition from the skills and drills into games, but also from the academic side. I thought it was great for kids to hear what they need in order to get to the NESCAC Ivy Patriot League, the NESCAC Ivy Patriot League institution academically. But then also the basketball side, how competitive it is. And from both perspectives, I thought Adam did a great job with that because there is a lot of information that kids need in order to get there that's not always provided to them. And I think the academic experience here at New England Recruiting Board Elite 75 gave them that opportunity.
Today was good. It was good. I mean, like the basketball and stuff was pretty good, but I would say that what I learned in like the education sessions and stuff was by far like more helpful. I think I grew a lot as far as an athlete mentally today. So that was really good. I was really able, and I think everyone was really able to showcase their talents today as a player and as a person. So I think it was a really good experience.